Continuing the Upanishads translated by F. Max Muller, and we start with the text proper. I think I'm going to say the translation and then say the commentary of each part as I get to it. The Khandogya Upanishad, first Prapathaka, first Khanda. Let a man meditate on the syllable Om, called the Udgitha, for the Udgitha, a portion of the Sama Veda, is sung, beginning with Om. The full account, however, of Om is this: the essence of all beings is the earth. The essence of the earth is water. The essence of water, the plants. The essence of plants, man. The essence of man, speech. The essence of speech, the Rig Veda. The essence of the Rig Veda, the Samaveda. The essence of the Samaveda, the Udgitha, which is Om is in parentheses. That Udgitha, Om, is the best of all essences, the highest, deserving the highest place, the eighth. What then is the Rik? What is the Saman? What is the Udgitha? This is the question. The Rik, indeed, is speech. Saman is breath. The Udgitha is the syllable Om. Now speech and breath, or Rik and Saman, form one couple, and that couple is joined together in the syllable Om. When two people come together, they fulfill each other's desire. Thus, he who, knowing this, meditates on the syllable Om, the Udgitha, becomes indeed a fulfiller of desires. That syllable is a syllable of permission, for whenever we permit anything, we say Om, yes. Now, permission is gratification. He who, knowing this, meditates on the syllable Om, the Udgitha, becomes indeed a gratifier of desires. By that syllable does the threefold knowledge, the sacrifice more particularly, the Soma sacrifice, as founded on the three Vedas, proceed. When the Advaryu priest gives an order, he says Om. When the Hotri priest recites, he says Om. When the Udgatri priest sings, he says Om. All for the glory of that syllable. The threefold knowledge, the sacrifice, proceeds by the greatness of that syllable, the vital breaths, and by its essence, the oblations. Now, therefore, it would seem to follow that both he who knows this, the true meaning of the syllable Om, and he who does not perform the same sacrifice. But this is not so, for knowledge and ignorance are different. The sacrifice which a man performs with knowledge, faith, and the Upanishad is more powerful. This is the full account of the syllable Om. And the Khandogya Upanishad begins with recommending meditation on the syllable Om, a sacred syllable that had to be pronounced at the beginning of each Veda, and of every recitation of Vedic hymns. As connected with the Samaveda, that syllable Om is called Udgitha. Its more usual name is Pranava. The object of the Upanishad is to explain the various meanings with which the syllable Om may assume in the mind of a devotee, some of them being extremely artificial and senseless, till at last the highest meaning of Om is reached, viz. Brahman, the intelligent cause of the universe. Akshara means both syllable and imperishable, i.e., Brahman. Essence, rasa, is explained in different ways as origin, support, and cause and effect. Rasa means originally the sap of trees. That sap may be conceived either as the essence extracted from the tree or as what gives a vigor and life to a tree. In the former case, it may be transferred to the conception of effect, in the latter to that of cause. In our sentence, it has sometimes the one, sometimes the other meaning. Earth is the support of all beings. Water pervades the earth. Plants arise from water. Man lives by plants. Speech is the best part of man. The Rig Veda the best part of speech, the Samaveda, the best extract from the Rik. Udgitha, or the syllable Om, the crown of the Samaveda. Because most of the hymns of the Samaveda are taken from the Rigveda. Parardhya is here derived from para, highest, and ardha, placed. The eighth means the eighth or last in the series of essences. These are allusions to sacrificial technicalities, all intended to show the importance of the syllable Om, partly as a mere word used at the sacrifices, partly as the mysterious name of the highest self, as every priest at the Soma sacrifices, in which 3 classes of priests are always engaged, has to begin his part of the ceremonial with Om. Therefore, the whole sacrifice is said to be dependent on the syllable Om, and to be for the glory of that syllable as an emblem of the highest self, a knowledge of whom is the indirect result of all sacrifices. The greatness of the syllable Om is explained by the vital breaths of the priest, the sacrificer, and his wife. Its essence by rice, corn, well, they mean grain, and so on, which constitute the oblations. Why breath and food are due to the syllable Om is explained by the sacrifice, which is dependent on that syllable ascending to the sun is sending rain, rain producing food, and food producing breath and life. And instead of TV and secular consumption, this is what they had instead. He who simply pronounces the syllable Om as part of his recitation at a sacrifice, and he who knows the hidden meaning of that syllable, both may perform the same sacrifice, but that performed by the latter is more powerful because knowledge is better than ignorance. This is, as usual, explained by some comparisons. It is true that both he who knows the quality of the Haritaki and he who does not are purged alike if they take it. But, on the other hand, if a jeweler and a mere clod sell a precious stone, the knowledge of the former bears better fruit than the ignorance of the latter. Upanishad is here explained by yoga, and yoga by devata de vishayam upasanam, meditation directed to certain entities. More likely, however, it refers to this very Upanishad, i.e. to the Udgitha Vidya, the doctrine of the secret meaning of Om, as here explained.